Ram Ram Ram. Before we start, a small instruction to all the attendees. If you are raising your hands for any question, I request you to type out the question in the chat or the question panel so that I get to know. In case if you are raising your hands for the purpose of chanting, I will ask for that at the end of the session. So till then, please keep your hands lowered on the Zoom window so that it won't keep on popping out here for me. So if you have any question, please type out, or at the end of the session, I will call out the names for chanting. So till then, please keep your hands lowered. Okay, let us start. Let us start with the Guru Vandana. Before that, a warm welcome to everyone to this session of Lalita Sahasranama Stotram chanting. Gurureva gate gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na gurof paramam shishurasmi guroho matirasti gurau mama pahi guro. Dhyanam, please visualize, meditate Sri Lalita Parameshwari while we chant the Dhyanam. Sindhuraruna vigrahan trinayanam manikya maulis phurat taranayaka shekharam smita mukhima pina vakshoruham panibhyamali purna ratna chashakam Raktotpalam vibhratim saumyam ratna ghatastha rakta charanam dhyayet paramambikam arunang karunatarangitakshim dhritapashankusha pushpabana chapam animadhibhiravritam mayukhaihi ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. Let us chant the first 40 verses which we have learned. This being the Adhika Shravana Masam, it is a very auspicious month, and all of us chanting it together, which will which will be a very blessed opportunity for us. So though you are on mute, you can please chant along with me. Please be on mute and chant along with me. So we will chant the first 40 verses and then I will start the new verses. Om Shri Mata Shri Maharagni Shrimat Simhasaneshwari Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta Devakarya Samudyata Udyadbhanu Sahasrabha Chaturbahu Samanvita Ragaswarupa Pashadhya Krodhakarangkushojjvala Manorupekshu Kodanda Panchatanmatra Sayaka Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala Champakashoka Punnaga Saugandhi Kalasatkacha Kuruvindamanishreni Kanat Kotira Mandita Ashtami Chandra Vibhraja Dalikasthala Shobhita Mukha Chandra Kalankabha Mruganabhivisheshaka Vadanasmara Mangalya Gruhatorana Chillika Vaktra Lakshmi Parivaha Chalan Meena Bhalochana Navachampaka Pushpabanasa Danda Virajita Tara Kanti Tiraskarina Sabharana Bhasura Kadamba Manjari Klupta कर्णपूरमनोहरा ताटङ्कयुगलीभूततपनोडुपमण्डला पद्मरागशिलादर्श परिभाविकपोलभूः नवविद्रुमबिम्बश्रीन्यक्कारिरदनच्छदा शुद्धविद्याङ्कुराकारद्विजपङ्क्तिद्वयोज्ज्वला कर्पूरवीटिकामोदसमाकर्षिदिगन्तरा निजसल्लापमाधुर्यविनिर्भर्त्सितकच्छपी मन्दस्मितप्रभापूरमज्जत्कामेशमानसा अनाकलितसादृश्यचिबुकः श्रीविराजिता कामेशबद्धमाङ्गल्यसूत्रशोभितकन्धरा कनकाङ्गदकेयूरकमनीयभुजान्विता रत्नग्रैवेयचिन्ताकलोलमुक्ता फलान्विता कामेश्वरप्रेमरत्नमणिप्रतिपणस्तनी नाभ्यालवालरोमालिलताफलकुचद्वयी लक्ष्यरोमलताधारता समुन्नेयमध्यमा स्तनभारदलन्मध्यपट्टबन्धवलित्रया अरुणारुणकौसुम्भवस्त्रभास्वत्कटीतटी रत्नकिङ्किणिकारम्यरशनादामभूषिता कामेशज्ञातसौभाग्यमार्तवोरुद्वयान्विता माणिक्यमुकुटाकारजानुद्वयविराजिता इन्द्रगोपपरिक्षिप्तस्मरतूणाभजङ्घिका गूढगुल्फा कूर्मपृष्ठजयिष्णुप्रपदान्विता नखदीधिति सञ्छन्ननमज्जनतमो गुणा पदद्वयप्रभाजालपराकृतसरोरुहा सिञ्जानमणिमञ्जीरमण्डितः श्रीपदाम्बुजा मराली मन्दगमना महालावण्यशेवधिः सर्वारुणानवद्याङ्गी सर्वाभरणभूषिता शिवकामेश्वराङ्कस्था शिवा स्वाधीनवल्लभा सुमेरुमध्यशृङ्गस्था श्रीमन्नगरनायिका चिन्तामणिगृहान्तस्था पञ्चब्रह्मासनस्थिता महापद्माटवी संस्था कदम्बवनवासिनी सुधासागरमध्यस्था कामाक्षी कामदायिनी देवर्षिगणसङ्घातस्तूयमानात्मवैभवा भण्डासुरवधोद्युक्तशक्तिसेना समन्विता सम्पत्करी समारूढ सिन्धुरव्रजसेविता अश्वारूढाधिष्ठिताश्वकोटिकोटिभिरावृता चक्रराजरथारूढ सर्वायुध परिष्कृता गेयचक्ररथारूढ मन्त्रिणी परिसेविता किरिचक्ररथारूढ दण्डनाथा पुरस्कृता ज्वालामालिनिका क्षिप्तवह्निः प्राकारमध्यगा भण्डसैन्यवधोद्युक्तशक्तिविक्रमहर्षिता नित्या पराक्रमाटोपनिरीक्षणसमुत्सुका भण्डपुत्रवधोद्युक्तबाला विक्रमनन्दिता मन्त्रिण्यम्बा विरचितविषङ्गवधतोषिता विशुक्रप्राणहरणवाराही वीर्यनन्दिता कामेश्वर मुखालोक कल्पित श्री गणेश्वरा महागणेश निर्भिन्न विघ्न यंत्र प्रहर्षिता भंडासुरेन्द्र निर्मुक्त शस्त्र प्रत्यस्त्र वर्षिणी करांगुलिनखोत्पन्न नारायण दशाकृतिः महापाशुपतास्त्राग्नि निर्दग्धासुर सैनिका कामेश्वरास्त्र निर्दग्ध सभंडासुर शून्यका ब्रह्मोपेन्द्र महेन्द्रादिदेव संस्तुत वैभवा हरनेत्राग्नि संदग्ध काम संजीवनौषधिः श्रीमद्वाग्भव कूटैक स्वरूप मुख पंकजा कंठादः कटिपर्यन्त मध्य कूट स्वरूपिणी शक्तिकूटैकतापन्न कट्यधो भागधारिणी मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेभरा कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी कुलाङ्गना कुलान्तस्था कौलिनी कुलयोगिनी अकुला समयान्तस्था समयाचार तत्परा मूलाधारैकनिलया ब्रह्मग्रन्थि विभेदिनी मणिपूरान्तरुदिता विष्णुग्रन्थि विभेदिनी आज्ञाचक्रान्तरालस्था रुद्रग्रन्थि विभेदिनी सहस्राराम्बुजारूढा सुधासाराभिवर्षिणी तडिल्लता समरुचिः षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता महाशक्तिः कुण्डलिनी बिसतन्तु तनीयसी. So this 40th verse can also be chanted by taking a pause after samaruchihi. Tadillata samaruchihi षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता महाशक्तिः कुण्डलिनी बिसतन्तु तनीयसी. So let us move to the 41st verse today. Let me first read out the verse. Bhavani, bha is a mahaprana. Bhavana gamya. So we have bha again mahaprana. So a lot of bha as the mahaprana in this verse. Bhavaranya kutarika. Tha is a mahaprana. Bhadra priya. Bha is a mahaprana. Bhadra murtir bhakta saubhagya dayini. So if I split this, Bhadra murtihi bhakta saubhagya dayini. But if you are going to chant it together, Bhadra murtir bhakta saubhagya dayini. So let me call out the panelist. Okay. Bhavani.
Bhavani. Bhavani.
Bhavanagamya.
Bhavanagamya. Bhavanagamya.
Bhavaranya.
Bhavaranya. Bhavaranya.
Kutarika.
Kutarika. Kutarika.
Bhavaranya kutarika.
Bhavaranya kutarika. Bhavaranya kutarika.
Bhavani bhavanagamya.
Bhavani bhavanagamya. Bhavani bhavanagamya. भवारण्यकुठारिका
भवारण्यकुठारिका
भवारण्यकुठारिका भवारण्यकुठारिका
भद्रप्रिया
भद्रप्रिया भद्रप्रिया
भद्रमूर्तिः
भद्रमूर्तिः भद्रमूर्तिः
भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी
भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी
भद्रप्रिया भद्रमूर्तिः
भद्रप्रिया भद्रमूर्तिः भद्रप्रिया भद्रमूर्तिः
भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी
भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी
भवानी भावनागम्या भवारण्यकुठारिका
भवानी भावनागम्या भवारण्यकुठारिका भवानी भावनागम्या भवारण्यकुठारिका
भद्रप्रिया भद्रमूर्तिर्भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी
भद्रप्रिया भद्रमूर्तिर्भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी भद्रप्रिया भद्रमूर्तिर्भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी.
So in the second line, we can take a pause after Bhadramurtihi and chant Bhakta Saubhagyadayini separately. So there is a sandhi happening here. Bhadramurtir Bhakta Saubhagyadayini. So since this is a, we can take a pause by breaking the word here and having a visarga. So that we, it is exactly after 8 letters. If you take a count, 1, 2, 3, Bhavani, Bhavanagamya. So we have 8 letters and we again have 8 letters. So for every 8 letters, there is this one pada. Okay. So Bhavani, Bhavanagamya is one pada. Second padam is Bhavaranya Kutarika. Third is Bhadrapriya Bhadramurtihi. Then Bhakta Saubhagyadayini is fourth. So we can take a pause after Bhadramurtihi. Bhavani Bhavanagamya Bhavaranya Kutarika Bhadrapriya Bhadramurtir Bhakta Saubhagya Dayini. So let me chant once again with the pause. Bhavani Bhavanagamya Bhavaranya Kutarika Bhadrapriya Bhadramurtihi Bhakta Saubhagyadayini. Chant with the pause, Deepa.
Bhavani Bhavanagamya Bhavaranya Kutarika Bhadrapriya Bhadramurtihi Bhakta Saubhagyadayini. Bhavani Bhavanagamya Bhavaranya Kutarika Bhadrapriya Bhadramurtihi Bhakta Saubhagyadayini.
Uttamam. So there is a question from one of the participants and interested to know how many names are there in 39th and 40th verse. So in this Agnya Chakranta, in 39th verse, which I'm showing on the screen currently, Agnya Chakrantaralastha is one name, Rudra Granthi Vibhedini second, Sahasra Rambuja Rudha third, and fourth is Sudha Sarabhi Varshini. So there are only 4 names in this 39th verse. In 40th verse, we have Tadillata Samaruchihi is one name, Tadillata Samaruchihi. Then Shat Chakropari Samsthita, actually this should be together, Shat Chakropari Samsthita, this is one name, this can be combined. Shat Chakropari, this is second name. So then we have Mahasaktihi, third name, Kundalini, fourth name, and Bisatantu Taniyasi, the fifth name. So there are totally 5 names in the 40th verse. And in the 41st verse, in what we learned currently, Bhavani, first one, Bhavanagamya, then we have Bhavaranya Kutharika, third, and Bhadrapriya, fourth, Bhadramurtihi, fifth, Bhakta Saubhagya Daini, sixth. So totally there are around 6 names in this 41st verse. So, let me move to the next verse, that is the 42nd. Bhakti Priya, Bha again as a Mahaprana. Bhakti Priya, so if you see here, there are all compound letters, some yuktaksharas, and dvitvam is happening in each of this. Bhakti ka is getting doubled. Then we have Priya, Bhakti Priya pa is getting doubled. Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, ma is getting doubled. So Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, Shambhavi, Sharadaradhya, Sharbani, Sharmadayini, Sharbani, Sharmadayini. Yesterday I took the example of these 2 names where Va and Ma are getting doubled. So we have in the first line 4 Mahapranaksharas, and second line we have again Bha and Dha as the Mahapranaksharas. Bhakti Priya,
Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Priya,
Bhakti Gamya,
Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Gamya,
Bhakti Vashya,
Bhakti Vashya, Bhakti Vashya,
Bhayapaha,
Bhayapaha, Bhayapaha,
Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya,
Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya,
Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha,
Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha,
Shambhavi,
Shambhavi, Shambhavi,
Sharadaradhya,
Sharadaradhya, Sharadaradhya,
Sharvani,
Sharvani, Sharvani,
Sharmadayini,
Sharmadayini, Sharmadayini,
Shambhavi, Sharadaradhya,
Shambhavi, Sharadaradhya, Shambhavi, Sharadaradhya,
Sharvani, Sharmadayini,
Sharvani, Sharmadayini, Sharvani, Sharmadayini,
Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha,
Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, भक्तिवश्या भयापहा भक्तिप्रिया भक्तिगम्या भक्तिवश्या भयापहा
शाम्भवी शारदाराध्या शर्वाणी शर्मदायिनी
शाम्भवी शारदाराध्या शर्वाणी शर्मदायिनी शाम्भवी शारदाराध्या शर्वाणी शर्मदायिनी
भक्तिप्रिया भक्तिगम्या भक्तिवश्या भयापहा शाम्भवी शारदाराध्या शर्वाणी शर्मदायिनी
भक्तिप्रिया भक्तिगम्या भक्तिवश्या भयापहा शाम्भवी शारदाराध्या शर्वाणी शर्मदायिनी भक्तिप्रिया भक्तिगम्या भक्तिवश्या भयापहा शाम्भवी शारदाराध्या शर्वाणी शर्मदायिनी
Uttamam. So in the second line, it is, like I said earlier, wherever you are seeing the Samyuktakshara, there is a doubling happening. Dvitvam is happening, the doubling of the consonant in this particular verse. Yes, there is a question, so I'm trying to answer that. So Bhakti Priya, so the doubling is happening in Bhakti, Thi and Priya. Bhakti Gamya, even here in the compound letters, that is Samyuktakshara, Bhakti and Ma and Ya, there is a doubling happening. So in most of the places wherever we are chanting Samyuktaksharas, the doubling is, the Dvitvam is happening. Just coming back to the previous verse, there is a question from one of the attendees. So in this Bhadramurtihi, here complete Visarga is chanted if we are taking a pause and chanting. If we are not taking a pause, Visarga is not chanted because a Sandhi will happen here. So Bhadra Priya Bhadra Murtir Bhakta. So there is a Bhadra Murtir Bhakta. So if we are chanting together this particular line, name, two names together, then this will be Bhadramurtir Bhakta. So since we are taking a pause after every padam, so it is good to take a pause here also. Bhadramurti. So if you take a pause, please chant the Visarga completely here. So in this case, again, there was a question. So Bhadramurti. Yeah, yes, there is a doubling with one happening here. So here, U, that is a swara, plus we have R plus Th. So Ra will not get double, Tha is getting doubled in this case. So let me go back to the 42nd verse, which we were covering currently, Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya. So in this, as you see, it is very clear, the number of names here. Bhakti Priya, one name, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, 4 different names. Again, Shambhavi, Sharadaradhya, Sharvani, Sharmadaini, 4 different names here in this case. So totally we have 8 names here. So this is like, just to reiterate, when we chant the Sahasranama, when we do the Archana, the Namavali, like, Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Maharajni Namaha. So if you have a script, you will also know which are the different, how many names are in a particular verse also. So in case if I have missed anything, it is always, we can always revisit back at some point of time. If you put the shloka number, alternately, you can also look at the Namavali scripts that you may have, where it would have mentioned Bhakti Priya Ye Namaha. So that is how we can identify that is one particular name of Bhagavati. There has been a repeated request in terms of meaning of the names. So it's very difficult actually to cover the meanings in this chanting class, and this class is specifically focused on chanting only. However, even in the earlier batches, we had done that. At the end of the course, before we take up the assessment, just when we are at reaching a conclusive stage or somewhere in between, we would try to organize a session where we can look at some of the important names with meanings. But however, in the regular class which is happening, it is very difficult to cover the meanings, because each name has profound meaning. So, so please bear with us on that. And there is another question on regarding the loading of the videos. Yes, the team from Vyoma volunteers, there is a volunteer team actually who does this. So they do the uploading. Usually it is very difficult to upload yesterday's class today itself, because it is done by some of our volunteers. So, however, I will pass on this feedback to Vyoma team. So if they can have the upload of the previous class done by the next day. So I've noted your feedback. I will pass this on to the team which does the uploading of the recording of the class. So with this, let me move to the third verse. Shankari, Shankari, Dirgha, Shrikari, Sadhvi, Dha is a Mahaprana, Sadhvi, Sharat Chandra, there is Chacha, Sharat Chandra Nibhanana, so Bha is again a Mahaprana, Shatodari, Shantimati, Shantimati, Niradhara, Dha is a Mahaprana, Niranjana, Shankari, Shrikari, Sadhvi, Sharat Chandra Nibhanana, Shatodari, Shantimati, Niradhara, Niranjana. Shankari,
Shankari, Shankari,
Shrikari,
Shrikari, Shrikari,
Sadhvi,
Sadhvi, Sadhvi,
Sharat Chandra,
Sharat Chandra, Sharat Chandra,
Nibhanana,
Nibhanana, Nibhanana,
Sharat Chandra Nibhanana,
Sharat Chandra Nibhanana, Sharat Chandra Nibhanana,
Shankari, Shrikari, Sadhvi,
Shankari, Shrikari, Sadhvi, Shankari, Shrikari, Sadhvi,
Sharat Chandra Nibhanana,
Sharat Chandra Nibhanana, Sharat Chandra Nibhanana,
Shatodari,
Shatodari, Shatodari,
Shantimati,
Shantimati, Shantimati,
Niradhara,
Niradhara, Niradhara,
Niranjana,
Niranjana, Niranjana,
Shankari, Shrikari, Sadhvi,
Shankari, Shrikari, Sadhvi, Shankari, Shrikari, Sadhvi,
Sharat Chandra Nibhanana,
Sharat Chandranibhanana. Sharat Chandranibhanana.
Shatodari Shantimati.
Shatodari Shantimati. Shatodari Shantimati.
Niradhara Niranjana.
Niradhara Niranjana. Niradhara Niranjana.
Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sharat Chandra Nibhanana.
Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sharat Chandra Nibhanana.
Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana.
Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana. Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana.
Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana.
Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana. Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana.
Tamam. So there is a question regarding the first line of this verse. Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. So if we had split this and then we would have chanted, it could have been Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. But here, please note, this is Sharat Chandra. Sharat Chandra is the correct pronunciation in this case. It's because we are chanting it together and we are not breaking any sandhi here. So this is Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. So this is cha, and there is a doubling dvitvam also. Sharat Chandra Nibhanana is the correct pronunciation in this case. Okay. So in this Shankari, as you see, it's again very clear. Shankari is one name. Shrikari is another name. Sadhvi is third name. Sharat Chandra Nibhanana is one name. So we chant it together. We don't split it. Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Shatodari is fifth name. Shantimati 6 and Niradhara 7. Niranjana 8. So it's very, very clear from this. Like, you know, the names are very well distinguished. There are totally 8 names here. Let me take a quick check. Okay, we'll do one more shloka and then we will one more verse and then we will allow the participants to chant. Okay. Nirlepa, Nirlepa, ra and la, Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula, Nirguna, Nishkala, Sha, Shanmukha, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava, Nirupaplava. Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula, Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava. Nirlepa,
Nirlepa, Nirlepa,
Nirmala,
Nirmala, Nirmala,
Nitya,
Nitya, Nitya,
Nirakara,
Nirakara, Nirakara,
Nirakula,
Nirakula, Nirakula,
Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula,
Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula, Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula,
Nirguna,
Nirguna, Nirguna,
Nishkala,
Nishkala, Nishkala,
Shanta,
Shanta, Shanta,
Nishkama,
Nishkama, Nishkama,
Nirupaplava,
Nirupaplava, Nirupaplava,
Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava,
Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava, Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava,
Nirlepa, Nirmala, Shamyatam, Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula, Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava,
Nirlepa, Nirmala, Shanta, Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula, Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava, Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula, Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava.
Uttamam. Nirlepa is one name, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula. So there are 5 names in the first line and it is very clear. Second line, again very clear, Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava. So again 5 names, totally we have 10 names in this particular verse. So with this, let us request the participants, the attendees to raise hands for chanting. Santosh Mahodaya, I have unmuted you.
हरि ओम भगिनी मम पुत्रस्य नाम सन्तोषः इति
अस्तु अस्तु you can chant मूलमन्त्रात्मिका
अस्तु मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबरा कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी.
Second line, can you chant again?
कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी.
धन्यवादाः भगिनी.
धन्यवादः.
Shamala Devi. Bhagini, I have unmuted you. Okay, I think she's not able to hear. Let me call out somebody else. Jyoti Bhagini, I have unmuted you. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Ram Ram Guruji.
Ram Ram Ram.
Yeah. Kulangana kulantastha kaulini kulayogini akula samayantastha samayachara tatpara.
So here, Kulangana Kulantastha. Can you put little more stress to the tha and also s?
Kulangana kulantastha kaulini kulayogini.
Here, the first tha is an alpa prana. So what happens is when we have a situation like this, we generally tend to apply mahaprana to the previous letter also. So just be conscious of that. And here in this Kulangana, Kulangana, can you
Kulangana.
continue?
Kulangana kulantastha kaulini kulayogini. Is there this thing after the tha? I don't have the double dot in my book.
Oh, the visarga is not shown, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a visarga here. So if you remember the pronunciation tips class, whenever there is a visarga and sha, arsa, so we are not going to chant the complete visarga over here. Kulantastha. So there is that, so you will hear one.
Oh, okay, I got it. Kulangana kulantastha. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. You could probably put little more, it can be made heard. So you can listen.
Yeah, should I put stress on the third mahaprana or on the sa?
There also you have to put stress, and even for sa, because it is coming after this visarga. So kulantastha.
Okay. Let me try one more time, Guruji.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. Kulangana kulantastha kaulini kulayogini akula samayantastha samayachara tatpara.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha.
Okay, thank you, Guruji.
Call Rashmi Prasad Bhagini. I have unmuted you.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
Mooladharaika Brahma Granthi Bhedini.
Arun.
Just go on mute.
Arun.
Yeah, go ahead, Rashmi Bhagini. I have muted others.
Mooladharaika Brahma Granthi Vibhedini Manipuranta Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini.
Can you chant this Brahma Granthi again?
Yes, ma'am.
If you want, you can. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Mooladharaika Nilaya Brahma Granthi Vibhedini.
Okay, so you can put little more. First time I could not hear this tha very clearly. Yeah, so it is fine. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Dhanyavadaha. Let me just call out. So I'm randomly picking the names. Neeta Bhagini, I have unmuted you.
Agna Chakran.
Me, Neeta. Who is? Namaskar.
Namaste.
Agya Chakra Taral.
Can I teach you once, Bhagini?
Yes. Yes.
Agnya Chakrantaralastha.
Agya Chakra. Agya Chakra.
Chakrantaralastha.
Agya Chakra.
That's okay. You can try. Rudra Granthi.
Rudra Granthi Bibhedini Sahasraram
Sahasrarambujarudha.
Sahasrarambujarudha.
Good. Sudha Sarabhivarshini.
Sudha Sara Vivarshini.
Bha is a Mahaprana. So the first padam. Agnya Chakrantaralastha. Can you try?
Agya Chakra.
Chakranta.
Chakrant.
Chakrantaralastha.
अच्छा आज्ञा चक्रांतरालतस्था आज्ञा चक्रांतरालतस्था.
Yeah, so you can listen to this one particular verse when the recording gets uploaded and practice this first padam specifically. Other things you are chanting it. The first padam.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Dhanyavadaha. Can go on mute. Let me call out Chaya Bhagini, Chaya Vaidya. Can you chant the same verse again, please?
Yes. Ajna Chakrantaralastha Rudra Granthi Vibhedini Sahasraram Bujarudha Sudha Sara Vivarshini.
Uttamam Bhagini, well chanted. Meghana Govind, I've unmuted you. Hari Om.
Tadillata samaruchi shachakropari samsthita mahasaktih kundalini visatantu taniyasi.
Very good. The first verse, since you're not taking a pause there, Tadillata samaruchi shachakropari. Can you try?
Tadillata samaruchi Tadillata samaruchi shachakro.
So you have to put little more stress over there because there is a visarga and then you remember after visarga if shar sa comes. So Tadillata samaruchi shachakropari. So can you try?
Yeah. Tadillata samaruchi shachakro.
Continue.
Tadillata samaruchi shachakro parisamsthita.
So, 1 second. So there you have two options here. One is you can stop at samaruchihi. Tadillata samaruchihi shachakro parisamsthita. So chant the complete visarga there. Take a pause and then continue. Or Tadillata samaruchi shachakro parisamsthita. Vibha, can you chant once? 1 minute, Vibha. Can you chant this verse? I think she's not audible. Okay. Anyway, Meghana, you got the point, right? What you can do here? Ha. Dhanyavadaha. Ravi Shankar Mahodaya, have unmuted you.
Namamsi Mahoday.
Namaste.
Pathami va?
Yes.
Bhavani bhavanagamya bhavaranya-kutarika bhadrapriya bhadramurtir bhakta saubhagyadayini.
Tamam. Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya. Nandini Sridhar.
Bhakti Priya Bhaktigam Bhakti Vasya Bhaya Shambhavi Shadharadhya Sharvani Sharmadayini.
Bhagini, here, I don't know if I couldn't hear properly. Can you chant the second line again? Shambhavi.
Shambhavi Sharadharadhya Sharvani Sharmadayini.
So this Sharvani. So one is here, there is a big form. Sharvani. So this is na, the fifth letter of Tavarga. Na. It is not na. I'm hearing it as na when you are chanting. So I don't know if it is due to the network or
I have to correct. Yeah, I pronounced it na.
Okay. So this is na. Okay.
Na.
Na. Like when you chant the fifth letter of Tavarga. Na. Can you try that, Padam? Sharvani.
Sharvani.
Continue. Sharma.
Sharmadayini.
Yes. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha.
Nambillai Ramesh.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sharat Chandra Nibhanana Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana.
Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you.
Vasundhara Sriram Bhagini.
Pranam, ma'am.
Ram. Can you try Bhakti Priya?
Yeah. Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharada Radhya Sharvani Sharmadayini.
Shambhavi Sharada Radhya. That is a Mahaprana. Can you try again?
Shambhavi Sharada Radhya Sharvani
Sharvani. Put a stress here to va. Sharvani.
Sharvani.
Continue.
Sharmadayini.
Sharmadayini. This ma gets doubled up. Ra will not get doubled.
Sharmadayini.
Correct. Perfect. Dhanyavadaha. Diya and Nanda. I have unmuted you.
Bhavani Bhavanagamya Bhavaranya-kutarika Bhadrapriya Bhadramurtir Bhakta Saubhagyadayini.
First line, Bhagini. Bhavani Bhavanagamya Bhavaranya-kutarika. Can you try once?
Bhavani Bhavanagamya Bhavaranya-kutarika.
Correct. Bhadra Priya Bhadramurtir Bhakta. Continue. You can chant. Yeah, go ahead.
भद्रप्रिया भद्रमूर्तिर्भक्तसौभाग्यदायिनी
Dhanyavadaha. Savitri Bhagini, I've unmuted you. Can you try? Bhakti Priya? Yeah.
Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vaishya Bhaya Bhaka, Shambhavi Sharadaradhya, Sarvani Sarmadayini.
Uttamam. Here, the Mahaprana, little more stress, Bhagini. Sharadaradhya. Then here, this is correct. Go ahead.
Sharadaradhya, Sarvani Sarmadayini.
Okay. So, dha, try to put little more prana, little more stress onto this. Okay. Dhanyavadaha. So, last person, Janaki Rajaram. Let me just mute you. I have unmuted you. Can you chant?
Yeah. Namaste, Bhagini.
Can you try this? Agnya Chakram.
Yeah. Agnya Chakram Paralastha Rudra Granthi Vibhedini Sahasrarambujarudha Sudha Sarabhivarshini.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. So we'll end the class here. Let us do the Mangala Shloka. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Jambake Devi Narayani Namostute. Ram Ram Ram. Pranams to everyone. We will meet again in the next class, next Friday. Dhanyavadaha.